Hello everybody, it's Brand with Royal Curb Appeal. Doing a house wash today. Actually had a little bit of time, so we're taking care of our place. We just moved in a couple months ago. It's getting warm enough to take care of some stuff that had been left by the previous owners. We've got a little bit of broken vinyl right here, and we are going to be taping over that to make sure we don't break more. Around the front, we have a little bit of algae. The gutters are pretty black. I believe we should be able to take care of it really easy. We've got some red algae right here. We will pre-treat that. It's quite a bit more difficult to take care of than the green algae that we typically see. The entryway, a little bit of algae, a lot of road fallout. So we'll see what happens with this. We may have to actually do an acid treatment because there's usually some iron in that. More algae, got a little mud stain. Kayla, my helper. It's my wife, she helps all the time. But we've done the property protection around the outlet. More clay stains, more dirty gutters. This end of the house has quite a bit of algae due to not getting much sun, with some heavy algae here. We'll see how that turns out.
Ooh, game show. You could win.
And then this back gutter's got a lot of black streaks, and we'll see how they turn out. Alright, we've got Kayla rinsing down the house. She's taking care of the gutter line right now. Looks like it's going to turn out nice. She just opened up her fan. I'm going to do a quick rinse down of the house. She's washing real quick right now. We're just going to get everything rinsed down, see if there's any spots that need more attention. She's being careful around that window. So as you can see, the pressure that we use is not very heavy. You can stick your hand in front of this. That protects our door seals, window seals, water intrusion. And we'll come back when we get to another spot. Alright, we're finishing up the gutters on this side. Looks like they were a little worse. They may need a little more attention.
But for the most part, it's coming out. But yeah, definitely another thing.
While she finishes that up, I'm going to show you a little something. If you look, and I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but there's a silver spot right there. That is where that algae has sat long enough that it has ate through the surface of the paint. And the only way to fix that is to repaint. That's why keeping your house clean is so important. We don't think much about algae, but when you look at it under a microscope, the roots have little barbs like fish hooks, and they go in to the surface, whether it's our vinyl siding, our paint, and create tiny little cracks that eventually erode that surface. And when we remove the algae, we find damage like this. Alright, now earlier I showed you the cracks in the vinyl, and we've taped those up to prevent water intrusion. While I was here, it's something that I take for granted that everybody knows about. But this side of the house, you see sunlight almost all day. You can see it don't have very much algae on it due to that, but it creates another problem. And if you look, the white on my fingers, that is oxidation. Now, where you get in trouble with that as a homeowner using a pressure washer from a box store, typically you'll put too much pressure on this house and there'll be stripes all over it where you have areas that are cleaner. That oxidation can be handled one of two ways. It can be washed like a normal house wash, and we reduce the pressure even further to prevent the oxidation from being removed, or we can do a restoration process where we apply a different cleaning solution, we brush and remove the oxidation, take it down to its normal base layer, and the oxidation will be gone.
Exactly.
That's the two options with oxidation. But hopefully that helps. And if you do attempt to wash at home, just be mindful of that so you don't mess up your vinyl siding. Alright, now this side we're handling a little bit different. If you remember, it had the bad streaks on the gutter. I've already pre-treated those. Now Kayla's going to wet the side of the house down pretty heavily to cool that vinyl down so that the cleaning solution has time to work before it dries and flashes off. And we'll come back when we start applying chemical. Alright, and we're back on the side that had all the oxidation. You can see she's got her pattern fanned out really wide. She's staying really far back away from the house so that we don't get any of that streaking. Fighting the wind just a little bit today. Alright, just doing a final wrap up on the house wash. We've taken care of all the algae that was under the eave. We stayed back off the wall so we didn't mess up any of the oxidation. The wall's already dry, so you can tell there's no streaks. Coming around the front, gutter's cleaned up very nice. You see here where we had the red algae, all of that's gone. Here in the entranceway, got it cleaned up. We had a mud dauber nest there, it's gone. I am going to touch that clay stain up with a little bit of clay stain remover after the video. All the road fallout cleaned up nice. Our property protection, protecting that outlet, Kayla put that on and it's done a good job. It stayed nice. This gutter was the one that was bad. I done a little quick clip while she was rinsing, and maybe we can see it a little better now. Sun's gonna fight with us, but in here you can see there's a little bit of silver showing, and like I was telling you before, that's where that algae, the roots of it go through, break down the paint, and once the algae comes off, then you've got silver spots where the paint's been removed.
Yeah, this stuff eats it.
Got all the algae off of here. This is the side that had all the heavy algae cleaned up. We don't have any left. All of it's down from behind the tree. And work our way around to the gutter. So this is the gutter that was so black. We've got all that removed. Now this did take a special application. It wasn't just downstreamed. We didn't have to brush. It cleaned up nice. I was very pleased. We didn't have to do a restoration because the gutters on this house haven't been stopped up. When the gutters stop up and rainwater runs over the face of the gutter, you get true tiger striping. And what that does is carries the materials from the roof, the rubber and the tar, in the water and across the face of the gutter. As it's going across, the rubber gets deposited again on the paint and it sticks. The sun comes out, bakes it in. When we have true tiger striping, we have to do a restoration process where we do an application of cleaning solution. We have to brush all the gutters down inch by inch and then rinse lightly. And most of the time we can get them back to nearly new. I mean, it's a pressure washer. We can't renew time, but we can make things last a long time. I hope that was helpful. And if you're interested, give us a call or text us at 828-572-8811.